What's going on, guys? Freak here from the channel Frost and Fist, and I know you're probably sitting here enjoying the Friday night live stream or maybe even the Saturday UK friendly live stream, but I just want to take a few seconds to talk about our merch. That's right, the Frost and Fist got some merch, guys. We got a lot of really cool things that we think you might enjoy, like for example this t-shirt that I'm wearing. You'll see the Wolf Brother wear it on occasion as well. Not only that, we even have coffee mugs. Come on, you don't think a nice cup of Joe tastes heavenly coming from this bad boy? I submit that it does not. We got a bunch of other things out there as well. You can get really nice t-shirts, tank tops. That's right, guys. You can go around flexing your hobby muscles in front of the ladies. Oh yeah, you can't go wrong that way. You can even get socks. You can even get that cool banner like the one we got, like that one. That's right, that one. So we got a couple of things. Go check it out, guys. They're reasonably priced, and it will help us to continue this crazy cause. And thanks again for helping us out and giving us some support. Now, back to the show.
It's Friday Night Live with your host, Wolf Brother Mythos, and the Freak. And now for the car wreck of a show, the Frost and Fists.
We are live, and look who decided to come and fight me today.
Welcome to Grumpy Guy Gaming.
Oh, God damn it.
We have
telling it wrong. Welcome to Grumpy Guy Gaming.
you know something I got to know right off the bat. Does it ever offend you when I do that? Because
It offends me. It freaking offends me.
Right,
God,
right.
Dog it.
I was asking. I was asking the person whose opinion counts.
Oh. For you.
Oh man, how are you, Grumpy?
Oh, I'm good. Had a good night's sleep of 1.5 hours.
Oh man. Oh man.
Hey, the first thing he says, Mythos, as soon as he gets like, oh, F. The first thing he says when he logs on, you are the last one I wanted to see. You're the last face I wanted to see. I'm like, God damn. Fine, good to see you too, Grumpy.
See, my impression of Grumpy is way better than that. Chad, what you think? Mine are
I don't give a rat's ass. I just don't care. I'm just telling you, Grumpy came in swinging, man.
Commodore says we just lost all of our Transylvanians.
Pretty much. Everybody from Romania says, screw you guys. Oh, my God. Grumpy's good to have you, man.
It's good to be finally here.
I can't believe you sacrificed that much sleep to hang with these couple of dorks.
I know.
No, I don't sleep that often, so.
That's how you get so much
what it
painted.
is. See, that's what him and Elston have in common. Like, they don't freaking sleep.
Well, I mean, that and Grumpy legit, like, I'm sure Elston too, just like paint at the speed of breathing. We've done some of the after show hangouts before, and usually at the end of the night when we call it a night, you know, a bunch of us will go, oh, this is what I got accomplished tonight. And, you know, some of us are like, oh, well, I base coated the armor on 5 guys. And, you know, I got this one Imperial Guard painted up. And Grumpy's like, yeah. So I painted all the bolters on 72 Space Marines, and I'm like, what? 72? Who throws out that number in a 2-hour
Dude.
hangout?
Dude, he's a freaking monster. Now, we were looking, so he was sending all of, sending of a lot, not all, he's just like just a small fraction of his work, and my jaw is dropping. It's like, you know what, this is our week. This whole thing's gonna be freaking all of the week. Right. Dang, man.
So, Freak, I just, we're not there quite to our hobby update yet, but just in case you wanted to include it,
What?
I sent a little something to your personal in case you want to include that in your hobby update this week.
The hell are you?
That's so.
Oh my God! This is after I rolled like crap. Oh.
I'm going to shout out the chat real quick. Superfly checking in.
Okay.
Zach Rangers are on the shelf. Now we kit bash some Green
Okay.
Ranger love.
I need to preface this whole thing, right? So, Grubby, we're playing a game, right? A 1,700 point game. We're having fun, man. I started off, the very, very beginning, like I normally do, start off strong. I even, beat the roll off. And I don't remember the context of what I needed. Okay, that's what it was. So, my sniper, or my Hell Blaster. So I had a Hell Blaster. I had one that had a field of view, okay? So I'm saying, okay, I'm going to supercharge this son of a gun. I never supercharge any plasma, ever. I never do. Mythos will always ask me, you going to supercharge it? It's like, screw you. You going to supercharge it? Jump in a lake. You going to supercharge it? Pound sand.
All the time. I'm like, he's right next to your captain. You won't roll 2 1s in a row.
Oh, crap. Screw you. Shut up. No, not going to do it. So I decided to do it. I was like, and I got this. So I go to rolling. Roll that sucker. Roll a 1. Frig. Okay, no problem. I got Torgaradon. I can re-roll. It's a 1. Right? Re-roll it. Where I roll another 1. This time, like, this can't be real. So this time I'm spending a command point. Screw this. This guy's not going to die today. At the command point, I roll. I didn't roll. I hit. Like, all right. This is great. I'm going to roll a wound. Roll a wound roll of 1. So now I've got my primary lieutenant that I can, re-roll wounds of 1. So my primary lieutenant. Roll again. I roll a damn 1. I'm like, dude, I lost it. I lost my shit. I lost it. And all Mythos can do is do what any other person would do when there's a train wreck. Yeah, that's good. So this is the aftermath. This is what me just losing my absolute noggin here. Hang on.
Trust me, what you had here is like nothing. What I had on tournament.
I've watched some of his Titanicus battle reports. He rolls just like you do, Freak.
I had one tournament fantasy. My Vampire Lord, like 7 attacks, reroll to hit. Attacking ordinary skeleton, so that's 3 plus 2
right.
plus the 7 attacks, 7 ones.
Oh God! See, that's me. That's my freaking life. That's my mother freaking life. That is my gosh darn life, dude. Dude,
reroll. Reroll 6 ones. I hit 1 to wound 2 plus 1. And to make it even worse, the skeleton wounded my Vampire Lord who had 2 plus.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
See, and what's worse, okay, to add insult to injury, my buddy Atlas, he was there with us. He goes and gets his Nurgle dice. And he's just taunting me. He's like, Nurgle loves you. Like, shut the hell up. Nurgle. And so he gives me his Nurgle dice. And I'm like, oh crap. So I grab 2 of his dice. I roll 2 freaking 6s.
Yeah. I think Freak needs a Death Guard army. What you guys think?
Yeah, go ahead. All right, let me pull this up here.
That was a sign. You need more dead Imperial Fists.
No, we don't, Grumpy.
Man.
God dang it. Here, look. Here you go. This is the mess here. He's gonna
video me. You rat bastard! Dude, this is the 4th one I rolled! I can't stop. Dude, seriously! I mean, you can't make this up! My side hurts. People think I'm bullshitting when I'm telling them I rolled ones. Goddamn, right there! Freaking ones! That's the 4th freaking one. How many? First one was... Yeah, first one was for the hit roll. Torgana, save me.
Freak never overcharges, by the way.
I never freaking overcharge. I mean, first time I freaking overcharge. And I finally make it on the damn freaking CP
point. First roll, one. Torgaradon reroll, one.
Marine 466.
We let him make it. Let him command reroll.
Command X down 3. I finally get a hit. Then I just need. I need a 3 up. Guess what I get? A freaking 1. And guess what? I get to re-roll, barely make it with the lieutenant. I get another 1. That's 4 1s, right? Is my math bad?
Always gets worse.
Oh.
He's gonna video me.
Oh god. Yeah, that was.
No.
I'll tell you what, man. I was.
Oh,
that was
I
not.
couldn't breathe.
I hadn't been so pissed off and so.
Oh man. I could not breathe. Hey, despite a bad round, you came back and won the game.
Yeah, I was surprised about that. I was like, this is really weird. Well, that's after the guys left, so there was no witnesses.
All of a sudden, you were rolling handfuls of 5s and 6s.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, this is weird. As soon as Atlas and Oni left, I was like, what happened? Why am I? Why is it happening? So
yeah, that's normal in games. You get one turn that's like you're getting gang raped. And the second turn is like, oh, it's my turn.
Oh man, Freak was rolling so hot. By the time the comet came down, he managed to blow up one of my tanks with just heavy bolters. He's just like, how did you roll? What was it? 18 shots and ended up with like 30 something hits.
And the thing is, I've had really, really bad rolls. As a matter of fact, the whole running joke about the Nurgle dice was because of a previous game that I had with Atlas when I played against his Oxwalkers. Grumpy, let me tell you something. That right there was probably the worst game I have ever played. I'm rolling handfuls of dice, nothing but ones. I'm taking pictures of it, sending to Mythos. I was like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm absolutely, and it was consistent roll after roll after roll, and I'm like, this is not right. I'm living a different life here. The universe is flipping me off right now as we speak, and Mythos just no response. So of course, Atlas is like, hey, you want to try my Nurgle dice? I'm like, short of cuss. No, man, I want to use your stupid freaking dice. Screw you and your Nurgle, okay? There. and he's like, just try it. I'm like, fine, whatever. Rolled this nasty dice, man, and sure enough, I'm like,
it's impossible to curse out Atlas, by the way.
No, you can't. He's a lovable guy, man. And the worst part about it is he just makes it even worse because, hey, it's okay. Got this. You still have hope. He tries to, bring hope. It's like, you got this. If you tried this and this and this. No, it was done. It was useless. He already turned. He killed Lysander and turned him. Like, you know what? I'm done. I don't want to play anymore.
I don't know if you've used Lysander since then. It's been all torture.
No, I have not. I've not used Lysander since he got turned.
I have a saying when somebody starts on games, and when I meet somebody and he starts, this is shit, and I say, look, guy, it can always get worse. He's like, how can it get worse? And I said, imagine you're rolling once and two gay guys come in and gangbang you. And it's, again, immediately anybody that I tell them said, you're right, it can get worse.
Yeah, I can see that. A meteor can fall and hit my head, crush me. I get it. But I guarantee you.
I know, in the moment.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, man, I'm feeling it. It's like, just put my nuts in a vice and just crank it up. That's what it's like. It's like, I mean, God, at the moment you feel like, just keep on kicking me, baby. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Crack.
Yeah. I had the same situations when I was I was playing like 12 years tournaments constantly, like fantasy, and every time when I get to like final battles, like first 5 players playing, I always roll like shit. Actually, the first tournament I won, I was completely drunk the whole event.
That's what I'm missing.
That's
what I'm missing.
It was like announcement, and I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't want to go home. I said, hey, you won. What the fuck are you talking about?
I can't remember how you rolled the night that we were drinking beer at Swords and Superheroes.
I don't remember either. I think I did well. I think we actually, I think we actually, I think we probably did. I think neither of us won. I think we actually tied. I think we tied. We'll have to go back and look and see that, because that's a actual.
Did we battle report that?
We battle reported it, yeah.
Did we battle report me getting green St. Patrick's Day beer all over my white base?
I'll have to go back and look.
Oh, man. Let's see.
You have to go with the chat, man.
Yep. Speaking of you winning a tournament drunk, Kaiju Shorts goes, I won? What? Where am I?
It's something like that.
I'm going to go back and catch up. Happy freaking Friday from Commodore.
And Friday.
Superfly says, let's go, Pigment Pals. Let's have a great show. Hello, beautiful people. Invoking the big homie to see if it works. See, and that's why it worked on the second time around when we tried to start the show. Marcos, wow, hanging with his son, watching Naruto. I like that show. Marine, happy Friday, guys. Hellworks, what's howling? Brother Oni already starting mess.
Oh,
and then when you called the second or called the one on overcharging, she said, I called the one and you told me to shut up. Sorry, you yelled at me to shut up. Shut up. Marcos, I started looking at drive-through RPG site and started dreaming of all the D&D modules I want to purchase. Oh, that's cool. Man, I had such a great game of D&D this week. When we go over my hobby update, I'll tell you guys a little more about it, but it was awesome. Oh, man. Marcos, also at no sleep, went to work at 2 a.m. this morning and still awake.
Holy crap.
And another man on no sleep, Lupus Canis, in the house. For us. So many ones. Damn, you're lucky, freak.
I wouldn't quite say that.
Kaiju says, I've got you both beat. I deep struck 20 bloodletters, charged a unit, re-rolling ones to hit. Even lousy odds he has me wiping out a unit. Then all of a sudden, all of his attacks bounced and he lost all 20 of his own bloodletters in his own turn. That's always a bad feel when you lose units on your own turn. Like, oh, mistakes were made. Thomas would pour you a tall rum and hold the Coke to help you feel better. Commodore says, freak, you could play blackjack, hand you 2 cards and already have 22. Sorry, you bust. Want to try again? Marco says, Nurgle dice sound just fine for you, freak.
Ugh.
Hey, Thomas is painting.
He hasn't done that in a while. Hobby, man.
Yeah. He's painting. I think he's painting his war boss on Squigosaur. Freak, you're good at pronouncing things. What kind of beer is Marcos drinking tonight?
Yingling.
Oh, Yingling.
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 Yeah,
I was gonna.
That's a regular beer. Like that's around here.
Right on. I was gonna say Youngling Light, like something maybe Anakin has
Yeah,
after
Yingling's actually good beer.
after a hard day of Anyways,
After killing all the younglings. After killing all the younglings, drink youngling.
all right, somebody clip that. They've got a commercial.
All right. It just sounds
Commercial
funnier when he
opportunity.
says it, though.
Sad music playing. This here is Freak. He can only roll ones for 7 cents a day, or for VII cents a day. You can find him with the dice that roll well. Hello, support D6's. Help support the D6 No One Support nonprofit organization.
Somebody made him.
Oh man. So Freak's birthday is next month. And I started a tradition last year where I got him a set of dice. And his Imperial Fist dice usually do him pretty well. But I got together with the guys and we were talking, our local gaming group, Oni, Atlas, and whatnot. And I told him that I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby this year. We're going to start a dice chest. So that way, every year when we get Freak new dice, he can just start his own treasure hoard and just pour it in, and somewhere in there, after a few years of this tradition, he's bound to have a handful of dice that don't roll ones in there somewhere.
It's so weird, though. I mean, it was so peculiar how crazy, I started rolling ones. But I mean, serious. As soon as Oni and Atlas took off, it was like, okay.
It was hot.
It was hot. We were doing it.
In one turn, he managed to pop around the corner, polish off an Honor Dragoon Crawler, 2 Iron Striders, and my unit of Castell. Well, actually, it was over the course of like 2 turns that he polished off all the Castellan robots. But yeah, so like in that turn and a half, like my firepower just immediately dropped.
So I don't know why he's complaining.
Oh no, I'm not complaining. I was just freaking out about
that
bad roll. It was ridiculous. I've never seen that.
That ranch you saw was before his dice started rolling hot.
Oh man, it was just weird. I was really literally freaked out, man.
Kaiju says Freak finally finds dice that rolls 5s and 6s. Okay, Freak, you owe me 3 morale tests. Everybody runs away. One day I was chatting with Mini Warzone Pete, one of my favorite YouTubers, and he was mentioning that people who roll a lot of ones like yourself, and I guess in this case Grumpy and Kaiju as well, should try Gates of Antares, where rolling ones is the critical success and rolling
Fuck, I would roll
6s. All right, before we go into what we've been up to this week, aside from the game there that Freak may have flipped a little out on, let's learn a little bit more of our guest.
Nobody would really even know that happened until unless Mythos wouldn't have picked the damn phone up. I swear to God, he's like the biggest troll. It's like next thing you know, I'm like really freaking out with the guys. Guys, I can't believe this is happening. This is all bull crap. And all of a sudden I see Mythos like. And his face is turning red like.
I could not breathe, guys. I could not breathe.
I'm losing it. I'm about to have a heart attack. He's going to die of suffocation because he can't breathe. He's laughing so damn hard. Good friend.
Oh man.
True friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Trolley friends are the best.
Oh God.
He was thinking of you. He recorded it so you have a good memory.
Good memory. Oh, I'll remember that.
We'll always treasure this moment.
Oh
together.
yeah.
Oh man. Kaiju says I mostly roll 2s because I can't re-roll them. Commodore, hey freak, this moment in your life kind of sucks, right? Want to see it in high def? Yeah, that's about right.
Pretty much.
This is like, I don't know, the third or fourth time that he's been in the middle of like high blood pressure rants. He looks, I don't even tell him what I'm doing. He turns around and the phone is slowly coming.
Yes, I'm losing my ass on high definition. That's basically what it is. Oh God. Yeah, this is what I deal with, man. Anyway, we were doing our hobby up.
No, before we go on the hobby update, okay. Grumpy, my man, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hell yeah.
Who are you in this hobby?
Oh, fuck, I think about 25 years.
25 years in the hobby. That's a lot of experience.
I started in high school. My first models were Bretonians. Actually, first actually blister pack I bought was 3 men-at-arms. Like looking at them, going in the toilet.
Perfect, as one does.
I bought like the
I'll be right back.
With Lizardmen, few years later, I sold that army to a friend. Started Katachan army, like 150 guards and stuff like that. Then started.
You say you started with 150?
No, that was second army.
Okay.
But it was like art paints. It was like art paints and like a lot of red. I was throwing red at it, so like they're all bloody and shit like that. In the end, I think I sold it to Serbia or somewhere, and thank God somebody burned it or something like that.
That's awesome. What made you decide to start Grumpy Guy Gaming?
Oh, shit if I know.
Yeah, I mean, besides being grumpy.
Actually, the Grumpy, the name actually came from the store in UK.
Really?
From Rotterdam. While I was working there, they normally put us in like 5-6 of us in one house. And good thing there was like all hillbillies, like rednecks with me. So like reading a book and this guy comes in. Why are you reading a book? You know you have a TV. So I actually found a shop there and went there, and just so you can visualize, I was bald and I have a big beard. And I entered there, and later Liam, the store manager, said, when I first met you, I thought you were going to stab me.
Oh my God.
So mostly that I was thinking, okay, I'm going to do YouTube, maybe some tutorials, blah, blah, blah. And I was asking him, well, I'm going to start a YouTube. What do you think the name? So he said, go Grumpy Guy Gaming, it suits you. And that's it. That's how the name gets stuck.
See, I'm always interested in learning about
origins.
Yeah, like branding. Branding is always very interesting to me. And so I love hearing stuff like that. Yes, hit the like button. And more important than hitting a like button, our brother is, by the way, at 799
Subscribers.
subscribers.
The living hell
So
out of
yeah, there's the link. I'm sure at least one person can smash that subscribe button for Grumpy and put him over 800 right now.
it.
I also have a OnlyFans site, so if everybody wants to join it.
Hold on, I'm subscribing to something totally unrelated to this conversation.
Then the YouTube, actually, when I started, actually I lost half of my gaming buddies when I started YouTube,
Really?
because when I came back from England, I bought the cameras and everything, the lighting, and actually the first battle reports were in my gaming club. And after a few games, nobody started wanting to play. And then in the end, I found out like a secret forum where they were talking shit like, this idiot wants to record our games.
Why was that a thing?
Because in my, I'm mostly they are power gamers.
Okay.
So they didn't want to see, and I wanted like painted armies, so they couldn't put like 5 land speeders that are not painted or stuff like that. Then I just picked up my stuff and just.
Oh yeah.
I was like 15 years the president of that club, and in the end, after when I left, all of a sudden I was like a bully. I was molesting them for 15 years, and they're my age.
What?
Oh man, some people get all up in their feelings.
So what?
Actually,
Go ahead.
what,
Go ahead, Grump. Go ahead.
actually took all the models that I bought for the club, and in the end they said they're telling around the town even to this day that I stole everything.
That's retarded.
That is.
They actually are going to tournaments since I stopped going to tournaments, and I met a friend from like Slovenia and said, "Why did you steal from them?" I said, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And they are going to tournaments and going.
So they're doing this, talking about you. Yeah, I'd have to stay with Grumpy. I'd probably go from Grumpy Guy Gaming, Beatdown Game.
I had one that followed me in the end, of like a friend, but in the end I told him to piss off because he was lying all the time.
Yeah.
He only actually contacted me when I needed like to paint something for him or do a conversion for him.
I hope you charge his ass off.
I ask you, I made the room is completely one table. You don't need to bring anything, so you didn't have to bring armies or anything. And when I call him for a game, oh, I cannot play it, sorry. And then I found out he's playing with somebody else. So I said, nah. But I have a gaming group that's like normal. I have a friend in Germany, so every 2-3 months he comes by and then we play 2-3 days, just board games and everything.
Cool. Nice.
That's cool.
And my wife also joins in, so.
Please.
Then Adam actually got me back into gaming more and more. So actually I drive, I think it's 200 kilometers away from me, and so when I get the time I drive to him, when he gets the time he drives to me. So I think next week he was talking that he should come. He wants like a heresy game. I'm trying to finish as much as possible the Imperial Fists. But we have an agreement, and if I just finish his models, and he pays me when he gets time or something like that. So
That's cool.
That's a good relationship.
Absolutely.
For instance, the last commission I done was like huge Titanicus for those 2 days, that I painted. And I don't want to pay. I finished it. I said, I don't have money. Okay, when you get it, you'll get it. And then he get into financial problems, and he started, I'm sorry. I said, I don't care. I think it passed like 5 months, and he said, I don't care. I said, it's no problem. I have other work. So, and I think paid, I think, the UK trip this time. And so
that's cool.
That is
he bought
Yeah.
the tickets and he paid for our accommodation. And didn't allow to pay us anything. I wanted to pay on the restaurant. I said, oh, fuck off.
Is that the person in your Titanicus battle report?
Yeah. We're going to make probably maybe even a Necromunda and Horus Heresy, definitely. He already bought like 2 armies, 3. I have 3 for myself that I need to paint, and for him I need the Raven Guard and the Imperial Fists. But Imperial Fists will be like in the end like 5,000-6,000 points of this.
It's a good thing that you guys have a really good and close relationship, because he really bones you in Titanic.
Well, to be honest, I don't. A long time I realized it's just a game, and I just don't bother anymore that I'm losing or not.
Oh yeah,
I lost so many games with orcs, vampires. It doesn't have any meaning.
and you know, as long as you guys are having fun, that's always the thing. I always joke about winning and losing.
No,
I
it's
mean,
okay. I joke all the time and say I don't want to play with you. You always keep it. But
right
to be
now,
honest, all the games I lost are my fault tactically, because the Titanic is not more about the rolls. I always lose on the tactic part because I forget to do some shit. I was too happy being destroyed or destroying his titans. Oh, there's a mission. Oh, fuck.
I want to kick your ass.
oh, Freak used to have that bad at
Yes.
first when we first started playing. He just wanted to kick my ass. He didn't think about objective. Now he's a lot smart about playing the objectives.
I still remember that. I mean, I was like, okay, so he gave me a first taste of my first win, right? And I was hooked. I'm 7th edition, and I was okay. I love this freaking game. So, man, I started going after him, but that's when, and it's crazy because Mythos was known as the bad dice roll.
Yeah,
Back then, he had the worst luck, and everybody knew. Okay,
I was the blitz back then.
he really was, and somehow I came in the picture, and then he just passed it on to me. So I'm the guy that just whiff. But I was just. I had blinders. I just wanted to go beat the crap out of something, you know? Kick your ass. I'm going to kick your ass. I'm going after you. I'm going after that guy. What is that? Is that a wolf? Yeah, they're all armed. Okay. So, you know, I really wanted to, but I wasn't thinking of tactic. And I really, honestly, I wasn't doing my homework. You know, I was coming in, showing up, relying on the guys for the rules. And then finally, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take this stuff. Started rules, asking Mythos. He was helping me out, you know, different things like that. And little by little, I started developing more of a game style, learning his gaming style, Atlas, a bunch of other people, and, you know, guarding myself against potential, what do you call it, surprises. You know, like somebody try to drop, you know, 9 inches from your back line.
Oh, he's very good screening now.
You know, and so I'm playing a little more tactically.
Another thing is like learning how to stack your buffs. It's like when you learned from Mini Wargamer J, you know, if you combine a lieutenant and a captain together, you know, and you get all those reroll bonuses. Or if I forgot which YouTuber it was that taught you that if you get an apothecary, you know, he'll bring back your units every turn. It's crazy. I wish somebody had told you about these buffs earlier in life.
A cookie? You want a cookie? Get your cookie. I'll get your freaking cookie. That what you want? You want a freaking cookie? Yes, Mythos is the one who's been telling me all this is, and I keep forgetting that he does. And I'll go watch something else, right? And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And he was like, you know, I've been telling you about this here now, right? Have? I mean, really? Yeah. No, I just learned it from this guy, from this YouTuber. And he's like, I've been telling you that
Oh, Elstonation joined the chat.
Elstonation.
Nemesis.
Arch Nemesis Elstonation.
Oh my God. Hey,
Actually, we had a little chat on in Warhammer World. So,
Oh yeah, he mentioned on his show the other day that he got to meet you. How did that go?
I came to him like, "Hey, hi, I'm going to stab him." He's like, "What the?" Then he realized that it was me. So.
Oh man,
It was definitely great to meet some of the people you see on the YouTube or.
that's
man,
awesome.
That's one of our bucket lists, man. Is to eventually try to make it there and or European
No,
friends as
definitely.
possible.
Warhammer World is like war for us.
Elstonation says he's everyone's arch nemesis at 3:30 in the morning.
Pretty much. Oh, So I didn't tell you what he told me when he first saw me, huh? Allison, the first thing Grumpy says like, "Oh." He looked at me and was like, "F." Or is it the last face I wanted to see? I love you too.
Marco says, sounds like Grumpy has a rough reputation back home.
These are mostly 2 or 3 people that are talking shit.
Oh yeah,
It's always that's enough, and that's more than
we've
enough.
We've had our run-ins with a couple. 1 or 2 people talking shit is always, the loudest noise, in a gaming store.
No, to be all honest, I stopped even caring about what they say.
Right.
I have the group what I play with, and it's not for me.
Oh yeah, I mean, and what's funny is, I've noticed that when I was younger, and still to a degree now, but not nearly as much as when I was younger. It was right on my sleeves. How much I cared about everything everyone said about me. And just, I've noticed that the older I get, the fewer shits I have in my basket.
Yeah. It's not worth the calories at all. I mean, I remember when we first started, man, it was like Mythos was. Could you believe what that guy said in the chat? Or could you believe what he said in the comments? And I kind of took offense too, because they garbage, no logic at all. So.
Although looking at our early videos, they were pretty terrible quality.
But still, I mean, you're not gonna you're not gonna blast somebody because of. I mean, people just didn't give them rats at. It wasn't worth. It wasn't worth the things that we're saying. So I didn't enjoy them.
Politely.
Yeah, just go to hell. It's very nice.
Marco said, sadly, he can't be number 800 because he's already subscribed to Grumpy Guy Gaming. Commodore and Thomas say, I'll hit the subscribe button when Grumpy admits that Imperial Fists are better than the Iron Warrior.
Okay, I'm going to say it now. Imperial Fists are better than Iron Warrior lying dead.
Oh, and lying dead. Superfly God. Says he's number 800 right there.
I think I have a quiet account here that go in there.
Kaiju Short says, imagine a detective walking in, Mythos on the floor with a phone, blue in the face, freak on the floor, blood streaming from his eyes and ears, 15 ones on the table. Okay, I know what happened here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, man. Oh, going back to your very first models, picking up the men-at-arms, Kaiju says, Grumpy's in the toilet, warhammering away. Oh man,
I had a saying with on tournaments when I meet like a power gamer or like the amount of people you see there. Sorry, English like fucking retarded today. And the cheaters and everything. I had one guy. He would move models when you turn your back.
Oh,
Him, like he's like talking to you and like with the little finger is like, but my cannon now sees you. Yes, like it's like a
Oh
Hungarian
man,
guy. Actually, the tournament I won, we went out like came in Friday, drank till 4, came to the tournament at 8. He was playing like all day, and then on Saturday we were going out again. He said, "Oh, no, I cannot go out. I need to think of the opponent I'm playing tomorrow." And I said, "What the fuck?" And in the morning we came last day playing, and in the end he wasn't even playing the guy. And I always say when these guys, my vision of them is, and it's easier to cope with them, is when they win, they go to the toilet and they just.
Oh, we've met a few people like that.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Man.
But what I always enjoyed is like I always brought like the stupidest list sometimes on tournaments, and I win against them. It's like, how?
Just watch them slowly break on the inside.
I know in one tournament, like it was a team tournament, I went and I total bare bones army. So like I had a general with like only like a cock strap in fantasy, like no armor or nothing. So like no armor at all, like butt naked whole army. Playing against like 2 power gamers and like I'm going to hit your general, because in fantasy when you hit somebody, then I had to tell him what equipment magic items you have. I hit him. What do you have? Nothing. I hit him. Another character. What do you have? Nothing. I hit him. What do you have? Nothing. You have everything in your army. Nope. And you came to a tournament like that? Yes, I came to drink and smoke weed. This is just a bonus.
This is just a bonus. Oh my god!
Good evening, Taylor. I hope you're doing well.
Let me ask you, Grumpy. What made you decide to go into YouTubing? Like, what was the deciding factors that you wanted to actually?
I wanted to share my skills. So, although I don't make tutorials that much because of the situation I have at the moment, mostly tutorials I thought I can make, like, let's say like different battle reports, cut them up a little bit, make it like a little bit different. Same with tutorials. I try to show the maximum what you need to see without bullshitting too much.
Right. What do you prefer doing? Do you prefer doing more battle reports, or do you enjoy doing your stuff? Is it?
The same both, because battle reports were much easier, especially when I plan it out. So even the Titanicus, when we start playing, I say, okay, we're going to do this, and then we start just playing. And but since you're already playing more battle reports, it's just like you already know what's doing, what we need to do. Then when I edit it, it's just putting all the parts together. That's why I edit so much my videos. It's like this turn, cut it, put in some art. But for painting tutorials, it's also better, but I always feel like it's not the good quality. I would always like better quality. So when I do a tutorial, I don't like it, just delete it.
You know, I actually always really enjoyed your tutorials, and I always thought they were good quality. In fact, I think that was the thing that I actually subscribed to your channel for, was really enjoying your tutorials.
Well, I need to do them more. I did promise you guys the how to say, the Reroll tutorial.
True.
I'll try to do this next week. Definitely some painting tutorials I am having planned. Some, not 40k, I think I was like, I'm planning to do Conan the Masturbator and I have a Stormcast I need to paint. That was a gift from when I was leaving UK from the
Nice.
store manager. Also, I was planning to do a standard Stormcast tutorial.
Speaking of gifts, I need to finish editing a video. Can't wait to show you guys of a gift I got somewhat recently. I would have been ready by now, but I was like, I need to go take some B-roll to put in right here. And my phone died, like not just like ran out of power, like died, like right as I was panning around. Like I made a thumbnail for the Elstedation snack invasion. If you guys have seen that video, where he sent us some biscuits from the UK, I made that thumbnail. That was the last complete act my phone ever did. And then I went to go get some B-roll for the unboxing video, and it was
Just got that.
It's been 3 years. I paid it off on a 36-month contract. Yeah, no, that's still too short.
Yeah.
And I was telling Freak earlier this morning, my contract ran out at the end of January. I finished paying it off, and like only a couple months later, coincidentally, right after paying it off. So it's funny. I'm sure that's
normal, I think, with phones.
I'm sure that's no accident. But hey, I deserve to roll some once in a while too. Can't be always Freak. Commodore says, Mythos in front of a dirt field. Behold the land on which I grow my F's and see that it is barren. Superfly, keep bashing some Kroot now. Taylor is doing well. Let's know how we're all doing. Hey, we're getting to hang with this legend down here. So, you know.
Fuck, if I'm a legend, then you're fucked.
Okay. I'll take it.
Oh, man. Those biscuits look tasty. They were, in fact, tasty.
Amazing.
The hobnobs did not survive the weekend.
I found hobnobs. Yeah, I did find that the British Depot does have.
Nice.
They currently are in stock.
Nice. Oh, man. So you guys know I'm a diabetic, right? And so I was making a special occasion to have some biscuits. But then the problem is that I split them with Freak at the end of the evening. and I took them to my ladies so my ladies could all try. They were thankful by the way, for that. But then, like, I didn't stop after the tasting video like I should have. In fact, I continued to eat them with coffee throughout the weekend, and I'm like a 3-4 cup of coffee kind of day kind of guy. So I just kept eating the biscuits. So I woke up on Monday or Tuesday. I was like, man, something doesn't feel right. I checked my blood sugar. I'm not going to give the number because it's just embarrassing, but it was way, way over my...
You told me the number. Oh my! You know what? And bad friend, dude. I completely. It was like, normal. It's like, something we've always done, and here I am just punch away at these things. God, we're clinking biscuits together. All right.
And like I said, I'd taken my medicine that morning. The tasting video was fine. That was planned.
But you just kept going when you got home.
Yeah, the problem is I didn't stop.
They're delicious. What did you eat the most of, though? What did you eat the most?
The hobnobs were gone before
hobnobs. So freaking good, man.
I keep trying to get my wife and daughters to finish off the last of the chocolate digestives, because every time I walk by the coffee table, they just call out to me like, that ringing sound when one of the immortals from Highlander feels the presence of another immortal. That's what happens every time. That's what happens when I walk by the coffee table.
There can be only one.
Right. Nom, 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 nom.
Oh yeah, not the quickening that when you first feel them. It's like, this person's an immortal. There's an immortal around here. If you're a diabetic, you need to be on keto. Costco is great for keto stuff. They have sugar-free candy and keto-friendly stuff. I need to get back to Costco, actually, and I'm still paying for my membership for no reason at this point. So I definitely need to get back there. More savory stuff in the next box, Mythos. Hold off putting that video out until the second box arrives. Ooh.
Okay. Go.
Ooh.
Go then. Right, maybe it's a good time.
Here we are, born to be kings. We're the princes of the universe. I just got in that box set about a month or so ago. It's awesome. Stock up shortages this fall, but we don't want that. So yeah, I'll definitely be stocking it. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Elstonation. I'm really, really excited. The TV series was better than the movies. Oh man, I know it's probably a lot of nostalgia, but I just freaking love the movies. And then my favorite, of course, I mean, the first one will always have a special place, but Endgame, where you get to see Christopher Lambert and Adrian Paul together, awesome. And even and in the first and the third one, even though the third one definitely has its flaws, getting to see Ramirez come back, that's so cool. Also spoiler alert for like a 30-40-year-old film by now. You know, Ramirez comes back in the third one.
Dang it, that's it, ruined.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I really love the first one. The first one is definitely a special one for me. But Endgame, getting to see Christopher Lambert and Adrian Paul together is just so awesome. And then the remaining movies could go away. No, I need all of them in my life. Maybe the doctored up version of the second one. All right, so what you working on right now, Grumpy? We like to do this hobby update. What you got for a poke chat?
Unfortunately,
You asshole.
That was so well timed.
He did. I mean, he's just like, unfortunately. They're like, oh, frick.
actually been working on them all week. So,
how many you said you had? Like 50 something?
at the moment, on the table, there's like 38. 3 rhinos, the Fellblade, that special weapon, 10 Terminators with Storm Shield, a Sicaran.
Love Sicarans.
Sicaran with the Punisher thingy.
Oh, yeah.
What else?
I gotta do that. That's gonna be my next.
And the rapiers, the heavy bolter rapiers, like 4 of them.
I have a second one coming for my ultras. And now that I have 2 Sicarans, just thinking about, I'm like, but since I have 2, I don't need to get one just because they release it in a plastic kit, do I? Brand new, digitally
definitely.
assembled plastic. Are you going to get one of the new plastic ones, Grumpy?
Well, probably will, but I need to finish. I told myself I need to finish the first Horus Heresy armies that I'm planning. Because I have, like for the Death Guard, I have to paint a Rhino, 60 Marines, Spartan, 20 heavy weapons, I don't know, almost 100 Marines.
Oh,
paint.
wow.
Oh, man.
But I already have painted army, more or less. It's just the part that's not painted. So.
Oh, yes. Definitely brush lickers here, Taylor, my brother. Thank goodness we no longer have lead paint. That's true. That's true. Or even better or worse, depending on how you look at it. Back in the day, the glow on your wristwatch used to be irradiated paint. And women used to lick their brushes to get that fine point to paint in those glowing numbers on your watch. And one famous lady, actually, her entire lower jaw fell off from brush licking. So it's history lessons like this we should be learning from. But I'm committed at this point, brush licking for life.
I actually started doing it. I didn't
I've been
think.
doing it for 25 years, and I still don't have any problem.
No, you just crap on an Imperial Fist. That's your problem. That's
And you live it.
Commodore says, thanks, Mythos. I was going to watch that, just waiting on my popcorn. My bad, brother. My bad.
God. No, I just started brush licking. I was like, I caught myself doing it. I wash the brush. Like, I'm
I was
looking.
about to say, that's a little worse because you got Pine Sol in your water.
No, not on this one. This is just regular soap water. Yeah, no, I switched off. Can
you just imagine? You don't realize you're brush licking until you get that Pine Sol.
He's pine. Oh crap! No, and that's what. And I realized, I'm like, I'm dead into it. Right. Looking at the damn brush, like.
With with oil paints, like.
Oh, that's the worst. That is the worst I've done. That is the worst. Hey, you're an Iron Warriors fan. Clearly, there's some residual damage. We did leaded gasoline. We're Uber mentioned. Hey, babe. Oh, she's reading. My wife studies German. Have her pronounce this word for me. The thinner makes you high. I'll second the Army Painter washes. For me, the Army Painter washes aren't as bad as, like some other things. Streaking grime, oil paints. Oh, man, the enamel, which obviously there's a toxic hazard right on this.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's enamel.
Do not ingest, yeah.
Do not ingest your streaking grime, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I've made that mistake before. And then I think my favorite, although still not as bad as the oil washes, I think, but still made my whole face pucker up and was when we were doing the 4-paint challenge, 3 paints was black. And
here, I'll be right back, guys.
I needed to make I needed to wash, but you can only have 4 paints, so I wasn't going to spend one of my slots on a wash. So I jerry rigged some by taking my black paint and using some floor polish, which is what I used to make my terrain wash. Yeah. So because I don't want to spend good wash on on terrain. So I use floor polish for my terrain washes. And anyways, I poured some of that in there, and then I forgot what was on my brush. I did my washes and stuff like that. And I was trying to, get the wash in some of the corners of what I was doing on the basing. I had some rock spacing going on, and I really wanted to get the wash in all the crags and crevices, which made my brush punch up. And so I put the point back on it by wicking it in my mouth and got it back to and I'd forgotten. I just wanted that point on my brush. It went like my whole mouth felt burny and wrong. It was bad. Contrast makes my mouth itchy. Tester's glue is a gateway drug. I've never tried that one. Mythos future floor wax. Yeah, future mouth wax. Yeah.
I managed to control myself when I'm working with content, not to lick the brush, at least clean it really nicely before putting it in.
I still do it with contrast. I think once I put the future floor wax in my mouth, I'm just like, I can handle all the other stuff. Oh, man. It's not the worst thing I put in my mouth.
Oh, that's from your OnlyFans site. Oh, okay.
Right. Onlyfists.com. All right, so Grumpy, my man, you've been excited about this Horus Heresy re-release, huh?
Yeah, well, I like more the 7th edition rules than the newer one. Not that these are bad, but I like the when you have to position your tanks. You have to watch out how you're going to put them. It matters how do you hit it on the back, in front. Templates are were always great for me. You can see it like grenade. You can move like, oh yeah, grenade. You have to also
Gives you
watch
that
out.
visualization.
Yeah, and I love the rules when you're removing the front of the models. So it's like preference. I'm used to playing. I've played 7 for years. So.
That's fair. And there are some cool things that I do miss about the 7th style rules. I like if you got lucky on a single wound, you could blow up a tank or immobilize it for the rest of the game, or take out its main turret. Some of those things were kind of fun.
That happens. When you look at the actual war footage and everything, a tank can get hit hundreds of times and okay, or you can just
hit it just right. I've seen actually on YouTube Shorts, I was looking at some of the tanks in the current war going on, where if a shell hits the top just right, the whole turret pops off.
Yeah.
It's because of the way that the tank stores their extra shells right around the turret. So sometimes if it hits just between the turret and the main body, it blows up all of those extra shells that they're about to load in, and just the whole turret just pops off like.
Oh, fuck.
Welcome back, my brother.
Thank you.
So with the upcoming excitement for the Horus Heresy, I know you're playing Iron Warriors in the re-release for Horus Heresy. Is that your favorite Legion from the Heresy?
Well, it depends what story you're actually reading. World Eaters are fucking insane, especially when you read the friendship between Karn and is it Tolgardon or
yes,
the world bearer, the mutated one, and how Erebus fucked them over.
Yes.
No, it's real. Each legion has like its specific. Even Ultramarines look when you read it are cool in Horus Heresy, especially when you read Cult, the attack on Cult, which is one of my best books. When the whole practically half of the chapter, Ultramarines get gangbanged by world bearers.
Yes, that was Betrayer.
Iron Warrior, since I'm painting, I was like probably will have most of them. I do have Ultramarines, like a small force working on world bearers, a small force. And when the heresy starts, I'm maybe thinking Emperor's Children. Salamanders are actually the most normal ones. The Night Lords I like because I read the Omnibus Talon. So they're cool, especially when you read how fucked up they are.
They are so effed up. You are correct.
But mostly it's Iron Warriors and probably Night Lords. Night Lords will be like a drop pod army, and Iron Warriors will have everything. Not everything.
Okay. So there's a lot that you like. What's your number one favorite out of all the legions?
Iron Warriors, probably. If I'm going to my first love was Space Wolves. So Space Wolves are the best.
I see you two are a man of culture.
Space Wolves are cool. Probably at some point I'm going to redo my whole army again.
Hell yeah.
I
just want to, and I know we're going to be looking at a whole gallery of your work, but something I keep right here at my painting desk. Yeah, and
that
one of your early works.
Yeah, that was my first Space Wolf. And my first
don't
power
look at how
weapon
messy it is back
crap
there.
like that.
Oh man, that Logan Grimnar is so cool. I've got Grumpy's first Space Wolf. That's so pimp. What really impresses me is all the freehand. Well, first the face, but all the freehand he's got on the runes underneath the cloak. Super cool. Since you brought up your Space Wolves, I just had to show everybody how cool your Space
okay. I did have a smaller force that I left, but in the end, financial troubles. I just
sorry.
Most of my armies, the biggest ones, were sold when I needed to pay some bills and shit like that.
Oh man. Kaiju is agreeing with you. Night Lords are so damn cool. I mean, yeah, effed up. I'm not a psycho. Commodore says, can you imagine reading or listening to an audiobook for the Horus Heresy by Grumpy Guy? So, Horus betrays and does drop site massacre, gang bangs left and right.
Oh, he actually does that. So.
yeah, he does. He does. I like the idea of you doing an audiobook that way. Oh, man. Remember to smash the like, peeps. The algorithm needs your worship. Thank you, Taylor. Freak, you've got a hater in the chat. Fists on OnlyFans. Pass.
Hey.
Oh man. Night Lords was my first army, core Night Lords. Loyal Night Lords was actually my first commission when Betrayal at Cal first came out. And I go back and I look at that commission and I'm like, I charged somebody money for this?
Remember that? I thought it was good. That was the day, man.
The gangbanging of Prospero. I'd pay to listen to that. Oh man, Grumpy, that's something you need to do on your channel. Is a Horus Heresy, it'll be like a book club reading. It'll be like, this will be Horus Heresy Book 3, read in the style of Grumpy Guy Gaming.
I wouldn't listen to that.
Timmy, are you listening to your books about the future spacemen? Yeah, Mom. What's a gangbang? What?
I have a good joke for you. I hope I can translate it correctly. So, Mythos and Freak go to test for physics. Mythos goes first, comes in, professor comes, okay, you're going by train, you're hot, what you going to do? Mythos says, I'm going to open the window. Okay, the window is that big, train is going that fast, how much air will come in into the compartment? You say, oh, I don't know. You fail, goodbye. You come to Freak, whatever you do, don't open the window. Freak comes in, professor comes, you're hot, what you going to do? Take off my jacket. You're still hot, what you going to do? Take off my clothes. Professor frustrated, you're still hot, 2 horny gay guys are coming in, what you going to do? Let them ravage me, but I ain't opening that window.
Why? Why it's gotta be me?
You're the fist in this.
When your screen name is Freak, it comes with certain liberties.
Yeah, this is true. I guess that's a thing.
Yeah, I was planning to do other names, but this was just.
It worked right out, right? Yeah.
Well, fine, they could ravage me, but I'm still not opening
Not
that
opening
window.
that.
It's harder to like Croatian jokes to actually translate to English because
That one worked out perfect.
Yeah, there was nothing wrong with it. Well, I mean, the fact that I was part of it, but yeah, that was.
Don't threaten freak with a good time. Speaking of a good time, what do you guys say we show what we've been doing for our other hobby lately, and do a little hobby update? I know, Freak, you've got some stuff to show off this week.
I do a couple things.
And then we've got a bunch of stuff to show off for Grumpy.
We got to blow through that because we got a ton. So, really quick, let me set it up here. So, actually have hobby update. I think probably in the last couple of months, I really haven't had much of anything. Hardly even much of a motivation, let desire to even paint a thing. So, I don't know. It just since our game Saturday and our hangout Tuesday, really just I really got into it. I actually changed up my lighting in here. I kept the table up, just I don't know why, it just feels right. So I changed the lighting. Now I got way more lighting now. Makes the room a lot bigger since I took out the ceiling fan. The ceiling fan was just ridiculous and gave a dingy, almost like a 70s, movie glow. It was just funky. Anyway, got rid of that thing. As a matter of fact, it was so old that when I took the ceiling fan down, it started leaking oil from the motor.
Ooh.
That's how. Yeah, I'm like, what is this? This thing's peeing on me. That might as well happen. So I throw that piece of crap out and then LED. I got to change out the switch though because it doesn't really match. Not good for LED. Anyway, so I started work. I finally finished the attack bike that Mythos had given me, and I started putting more work into Torgaradon, which is I wanted to knock out as well. So,
you took them somewhere away. In a dark place.
In a dark place. Let's see.
Unless you have pictures.
Pictures. I didn't put them on. So Orgarodon is pretty much it's a work in progress still. I got to do a lot of edge highlighting. I got cleaned up because I definitely oversprayed.
So.
Yep, I already did.
So you finally gave him head.
Gave him a head.
Yes.
Gave him a head.
Yes, these things are the same or similar.
Well, Freak likes giving head.
Why? Why? No, that is not true. Anyway. So there's the head that he has been given. God,
he looks much better with that head than the toy soldier head.
I do. I'm grumpy. I do not like. Yeah, I did not like the toy soldier. Kind of crew cut that he had. I liked that one. That's actually a printed head. And I wanted to give him kind of like gray hair. I wanted him more.
You dotted the eyes.
Did I?
Did you do that with the airbrush?
No, sir. No, I did not. Actually, this is all hand painted, no airbrushing at all. I wanted to try it because Oni has been, telling me this is how he does it. Doesn't airbrush anything, so I just wanted to give it a shot. So this was just layer by layer. I started out with almost a black. I painted the head black and started working the colors in by little super thin. Yeah, it worked out. Still, I don't think it's still anywhere near as good as his, but you know what? It's in progress. I'm getting there.
That's cool.
I need edge highlighting still. Like I said, I need to do some panel lining too. And
welcome to the end. We're having a great night. I hope you're having a great night too. That's not the end of the show, by the way. That is a screen name. The end.
Hey, man.
For your cloak that you're painting, like here's a little recipe. So go
Yes.
Mephisto red.
Okay.
Go wash. What's the
Carolburg Crimson.
Carbon Crimson? You could actually do Mephisto red, Evil Sun Scarlet, at which highlight red you're going to do. Like do all the highlights.
Okay.
Then do the wash.
Okay.
Fix a little bit the highlights, and then do Troll Slayer orange just a little bit on certain parts. You'll get much more definition on the.
No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like on the folds of the cloak and whatnot.
Yeah, and it's not complicated, but it looks cool. All the cloaks that you've seen that are red are mostly done that way.
Gotcha.
Very cool.
Appreciate that. Definitely gonna. I think that. So yeah, this is something that's been sitting, and like the guy said, he's been without a head for like I don't know since I got him.
Several games.
Yeah.
He showed up and kicked ass a lot.
Yeah. So I was, you know what? I finally said, you know what? I gotta just go. He's ahead and paint one on him and.
Oh, I don't think you showed off that attack bike in the middle.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I must have just missed it.
Let me showcase yours now.
Sure. I squeezed in a little bit of hobby this week and got a start on my Imperial Knight armatures.
Very nice.
I've got a Helver in there and 2 Warglaves. And yeah, so those who have seen my Imperial Knight from a couple years ago, it was basically this color scheme. And then with silver as the accent color. So I'm going to go in and do so on the endoskeleton. I'll go and do the darker metallics with some grimy, oily washes, and then on same thing on the guns. I'll do my heat blooms.
Did we lose Grumpy?
Oh, I'm not on the. Oh yeah,
Awesome.
maybe we had technical difficulties at first, so he might be back soon. But then I'll go in and I'll do the after the darker silvers for all the mechanical parts. I'll probably come back in on all the trim and do the brighter silver, so he'll match my current Imperial Knight. In fact, I might post him up over the weekend along with these babies, so that way I could show what I'm working towards. Garrett, my brother, hope you're doing well, my man. Talked with my brother Garrett earlier today. And yeah, sometime soon he might be dropping by with another one of our friends. Yeah, so we can get in a demo game for someone who's thinking about getting in some Warhammer 40K.
Cool.
So yeah.
Is Garrett still playing?
I mean, Garrett hasn't played in a hot minute.
No.
But I'm hoping when he comes over. Yeah, I'm thinking if he comes over at that same time, maybe we can get him interested in getting back in the game. And then maybe we can get his brother interested in getting back in the game.
Get the gang, get the band back together.
Yeah, dude, I'm so down for getting the band back together.
Sorry, my internet crashed.
It's all right, my man.
It's all gravy, baby.
Where did it actually crash? I was like,
Tazrock. Oi there, my brother. So yeah, I love doing demo games and learner games for 40K. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I got to get brother Atlas back over for a game. I don't think Atlas has had a game in a hot minute either. Plus, I need to get him his ghost back. All right. So,
Brother, I'm ready.
Oh, and had a D&D game yesterday. That was so awesome. Man, it was one of those like where just so many revelations come about. and it's like you could see things from like early episodes, NPCs and stuff that we met early on. We did this cool kind of Chrono Trigger type thing where we accidentally got sent forward in time and then we got sent back, but then we overshot the mark and we ended up in the past for a little bit. This wasn't all in one session. That's been over the course of like this last arc we've been doing. And then things that happened in the past affected both our current time and the future. It's crazy.
Nice.
So then by that chain of events, like I found that one of the NPCs that died in my arms in the future turned out, when we went back in time, turns out, was like my daughter in the future. It's crazy. I was like, oh,
my daddy.
Or possibly. Allegedly.
Uh-huh.
There's been no paternal tests.
Imp?
It was really crazy. It was just one of those, like, so many revelations back to back. Like, once again, my very charismatic warlock, who seduces so much that people swear that I've got a few hidden levels of bard, ended up rolling nat 20 on more charm and seduction rolls. So, and it was like in Owlbear, on the dice rolling generator for everyone to see. There was no like, oh, I rolled a 20. Do you guys ever play with one of those guys, by the way? Hey, what did you roll for your character? I rolled 20. Like, they roll off to the side by themselves. So typical Mythos things, allegedly. But yeah, it was a really fun D&D game. Got to do some Eldritch Blasty things. It was a good night.
No, that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
And we're actually we're about 9 months into our game. So, it's been a nice long running game. All right, so we've seen a little bit of what Freak and I have been working on. Time to pull up the plethora of amazing Grumpy Guy art.
By the way, this is the moment where we have to warn everyone to. Matter of fact, highly recommend that you get your lighter fluid, wood, any kindling you might have, so you can start preparing, burning all your damn brushes, paints, burn your house down. I mean, I'm sorry, this is just going to happen right now.
It's funny because
also when we look, you can all ask me about the techniques I used.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Boiled, yeah.
I know a lot of times when we're doing the stream, and I'm like, oh, I wonder how Grumpy did this or how Grumpy did that, and then of course you'll leave us a comment or whatever of how you did it. It'd be good to be actually able to, we'll be able to actually ask you live this time.
It's okay.
Why did it get?
Freak, you are an amazing host, and I'm going to leave you to interview Grumpy for just a few minutes, and I'll be right back.
All right. Well, we're about to start the picks. So.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You can talk to him about his amazing art. I'll be right back.
All right. So, audio. All right. So. All right. So. This I remember when you posted this. This is
this was for a friend.
How long did it take you to do this?
I think I done it in 2 days.
Definitely took your time. I mean, this thing, the marble looks like freaking marble.
I think marble I used. What did I do? I primed it white, and then I used watered down. Well, I think it was Moonfang Brown.
Oh, so you kind of did more like a watercolor thing.
Yeah, and I just put splashes on, and when it cools down, when it shrinks and everything, it leaves the watermarks.
Yeah.
and then just start tidying it up a little bit. Sometimes it works, sometimes it makes shit.
Well, this one seemed to work. So,
Yeah, it's a cool model, and I have mine that I need to paint. I just cannot.
oh, you still have yours, your own personal?
I have all the Primarchs. Actually.
Okay.
So I started the last I painted. The next one I have Gulliman and Alfarius working on. So there will be in the near future more Primarchs painted finished.
From the eyes to the actual scowl.
Ooh, that horse though.
The wolf, man. Felt.
I love the leathers. They like you can actually see a sense of motion there. War, my brother, I hope you're doing well tonight. Until your Imperial Fist fans steal your emotions.
I didn't send you any dead Imperial Fists. Why? He doesn't have to worry.
Oh my god. You actually painted the eye.
Wow.
Oh, that's. You know what? You can paint plenty of dead Imperial Fists, man. You've earned it. Oh, yeah.
Gorgeous work, my brother.
Actually, the head I always do it separately, especially for the Primarchs. Then I can make it better. Although I could improve it by doing like a red glow from inside. It gives much better effect than this one.
What did you use in the shadows of Horus's face?
Purples depends on blues.
That's awesome.
But mostly red, very thin glazes of purple and red.
That's awesome. It's really awesome.
I always use for faces. Always for the shadows, I either use purple or red.
Okay.
Like darker red or anything like that. Blues, I sometimes put blues also. Some depends what effect I want to do.
Very nice.
That cape looks like it's satin.
Yeah, the cape was done with the airbrush. And then just highlighted again.
Very nice.
What did you airbrush? Did you burn the base coat or the highlight?
No, the complete.
The whole thing?
Even the highlights.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really love your marble effect on the base too.
That's what I told him. Yeah, he was telling me what he was doing is just base it and then he just stains it. Light paint stain, almost like.
Ah. That's incredible.
Damn. I'm blown away with the cape.
I did get back while painting this. I did get back with a brush and then exaggerated the shadows a little bit.
So do you, these reflections, are those actual reflections or did you paint those in?
What reflections?
So these white reflections, you can see them right here. One here.
No, this is from camera.
Okay.
Okay.
I think painting wise, it was a little. I always paint a little bit of satin,
Gotcha.
so it reflects the light from the. I think at least. Fuck, I don't like it. Yeah, it's.
Oh my god. That's...
Oh, classic Angron cutting down his own guys.
Wow.
Yeah, this was for the same person, the commission.
That's awesome.
The gold has like shading, a couple of. It's not just standard gold. I actually mixed it with browns and everything.
Nice. Gives it a good depth. That is so cool. I really love the because there's a lot of red and gold. I love that you used his own guys. That nice, clean blue and white armor it adds a nice pop of color.
Yeah, I went with the Forge World actual paint scheme.
Oh, on the Forge World
Yeah,
site, it's his own guys as well.
Yeah, this scene is actually Esteban 1 when they actually bomb their own guys. When they kill half of the legions.
Okay, on Isfahan.
Yeah. Then he gets insane and drop assaults the. Oh my Mortarian! This is like tabletop level crap. It's just base coats and washes, so nothing.
That guy.
Lorgar, the fucktard.
Yeah, that asshole. That's the daddy didn't pay me enough attention, asshole. I mean, but great, awesomely painted. I mean, really well done. My personal feelings for the character aside, that's really well done.
Actually, this was first Primarch that I actually done for myself.
Oh, really?
All of the Primarchs now that you'll see, probably they're all my personal collection.
Okay, so the early ones were commissions, and this is yours. I got you. Fulgrim.
Or work with
There's no non-metallic here.
Is that metallic?
Yes.
So what did you put a little the purple on that to kind of?
Oh, you mean on the
sword? Yeah.
Yeah, I added a little bit of purple color to make it like different.
Oh, that's cool.
You still get the metallics and everything, just change the color.
When did you start doing non-metallic work?
Oh, okay. For 15 years ago or something like that. But
no wonder why you're so good at it.
To be honest, I don't enjoy it too much. I really like it. Non-bulk is good. Get all the details, but if you mess it up, it really like fucks up the model completely. So you have to watch out. And I like more realistically, like real metallics and everything.
Yeah, I agree with you. And if you do the writing on the seals, that by hand?
Yeah. No, I think there's no transfer on that. No. Actually, it's faster for me to do those scratches than actually doing the transfer.
I love your highlights on the golds and like the silver of the swords and stuff like that. Like I often see that referred to as doing the metallics, but in a non-metallic style. Kind of really reads that way.
Yeah.
It's actually true metallic, something like that.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. True metallics in a non-metallic style with the way that they would apply the
with the highlights,
highlights and whatnot. Yeah, that's beautiful, man. We all know Perturabo.
I enjoy this playing him.
I bet you can't wait to take it. Have you used him in battle yet?
Nope.
I bet you're looking forward to that.
Yeah, it will be fun. Smashing some. Actually, I'm probably going to use it against Imperial Fists, so that will be fun.
Dude, this is
Yeah, all their bases are like special, so that's what. All my Primarchs are actually detachable from the base.
okay.
So at one point when I play with them, I'll actually make the base that matches the army.
Nice.
Because they don't, you don't play with them on 60 mils. They're on 40 mils.
Terminator size.
Yeah.
Man, I was looking at Russ because I was thinking about using him as like a big ass Blade Guard captain, so that way I can play him in 40k. And their footprint, like just like the positioning of his legs, seem like they don't fit on a 40 mil. I'm gonna have to get inventive. Or
No,
since it's rule of cool, I might just put him on a 50.
Their bases are detachable. That's why. Even Perturabo's base, you can magnetize, so you can remove the whole section of the base. So Ras is on 40 mil, but the base goes a little bit above.
I got you.
Yeah, Vulcan, I had fun painting him. The black skin was like, I added like purples in it and everything.
Nice.
And the rubble itself was like glazing. That's why it has like brown and everything. It's mostly glazing.
I love how you do that, mixing in colors to change the hue, but not the way it reads. Like adding purples to your silver to change the hue, adding purples to your flesh tones, adding purples to black skin. Nobody's going to read these things as purple, but like I said, you're changing the hue.
Yeah, the cape that looks so leathery, like thick. Freaking.
It was Rhinox hide, and I mixed in flesh colors.
That's awesome.
Because best thing for me at least is not mix add like Bugman's glow or anything, and then you get like the actual looks like leather. Then at some point you just add white for the final edge highlights and everything.
You airbrush that?
No, that's brush. Actually, most of this model was done by brush.
Wow, that's impressive. Really awesome work, Grumpy.
I think I only done the armor green with airbrush and then fixed it with glazing and everything.
No regular material.
Yeah, everything's metallic. I'll tell you when it's non-metallic.
Oh, okay. That yeah,
that's actually mostly dry brushing.
Oh,
It looks great.
oh my god.
If you want, I can show you closer the actual model now. If you want. If you can see, can you even see it?
It belongs on an iguana, man.
Yeah.
You can see.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Nice.
That's so cool.
Well done. I did that with my Logan Grimnar on Storm Rider. It goes, pops on and off the sled.
Oh, okay. This is why I have not painted my door because of this. Oh my God. See.
Yeah, I done a little bit of work on him. The cape is airbrushing mostly. Yeah, all of it actually. Just a little bit of.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
The gold really does look like ornate and not quite weathered, but like vintage gold.
Yeah, I had to, when I was painting him, it's like back and forth, highlights, then drop it down, highlighting again, dropping down to get like that effect. Mostly mixed browns, dark browns to get the shading.
I would have to actually.
What I always find interesting, because you've mentioned to me about like this being your style before, and anytime I feel like I try and mix in matte colors in with my metallics, for me they stop looking metallic, but they look so good when I see you do it.
Yeah, but I also, when I you get the pigments from the metallic shine, but not too much. But when you when I spray it again with satin, so automatically it gets back the shine of the standard.
Okay.
I mean, it's, as long as you do the standard highlighting and everything on the metallic itself, so you don't paint it as like standard, like wash, dry brush, and everything. Then actually go the standard way, like shading, highlighting. Then you get like these effects.
Very nice. I've only recently, I think, starting with my White Scars project, I think. No, starting before that with Salamanders. Only fairly recently started in with doing some things where I paint in the shadows like that instead of washing. And I love the way the effect comes out. I think it's definitely worth a bit of the extra work.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of style you want to go for. I mean, since this is like a character, it's completely different. Yeah, I think I sent you the crappy pictures of the models.
They look good to me, brother.
Yeah. Bruce.
On the note of going from Dorn to Russ, I've always loved Russ, and I've always rooted for Dorn for you because I'm like, oh, this is my brother's guy, but like I've never liked. I mean, not that I disliked him, I just had nothing particular I liked about Dorn before, until I read the book. What was it? The one you're reading now, Praetor of Dorn. Man, that is such a good book, and actually getting to see Dorn in action kicking ass, that definitely made me really, really like the character. I definitely recommend the book to people.
And he sure did make Prime.
Yeah. And it's funny because anytime like it just describes Russ in a battle scene, they always describe when he's charging, his armor definitely looks like the color of the storm clouds from his home world. And when you're like looking at this, you definitely get a sense of that motion and like that. Yeah, I can see, especially with the way you've shaded every segment of armor and highlighted every segment. I could see like that kind of storm cloud kind of like idea come to mind.
Yeah, definitely. Will look even better when I actually put them with Magnus, because I have the actual base together.
Ooh, the diorama piece.
Yeah, so they will join in the end together completely.
Very cool.
Actually, the base is finished. I just need to finish the Magnus. Wait, I'll show you.
Oh man, I love all the details on that, Russ.
I'm telling you, see.
Here's the base.
That's so cool.
This is Magnus's base.
Yeah, I love Magnus's base and see him calling upon those powers. Yeah, I can't wait to see that epic battle completed.
Yeah, he's been watching me for the last year, and you need to paint me.
I have a few like that. In fact, I've got that.
I have a few armies like that. Good paint us today.
Got a few of those too. Did I tell you good night, Taylor? I don't know if I've missed you, but have a good night, brother. Oh yeah, you've nailed that wild and crazy look.
I mean, I really enjoyed painting these models, so I think it shows a little bit.
It shows, yeah.
Oh, that's not the new one, huh?
No, that's Dynat, whatever his name is. But I think I sent you this picture, but maybe I forgot. The armor is painted with color shift paints, so actually when you move it, it changes color all the time.
Okay.
That is, I think, the best photo captured color shift I've seen. So my trouble, especially like, well, not only when I take pictures of it, but like when I see a lot of people post them online too, is that for a lot of people, when they take a picture of the color shift, it doesn't capture the shift. You get like one
color. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, so first of all, gorgeously painted, and second of all, like that is.
You see this?
Yeah. Well captured.
I think I use this because it actually fits Alpha Legion for me much better. So like they're changing colors all the time, so they can.
Yeah, I like that. I
also done the. I don't know if you noticed. There's a tattoo of the Hydra on his head.
I love the idea of the Alpha Legion. I can't. I can never make it all the way through one of their Horus Heresy books without starting to nod off a little bit. I think it's just because it gets a little lost in the political intrigue.
Oh, the Legion one.
No, especially Legion.
Yeah, but because they're like that. So.
Yeah, and I definitely get that. But yeah, it's hard for me to focus, but I love the idea of Alpha Legion, and that one is gorgeously painted.
Actually, when you read the books, you actually don't, in the end, don't know are they loyalists or heretics. Because in the books, it looks like they put them like they're fighting for the Empire, Imperium.
Yeah.
They're helping Horus to win, so actually to Horus to destroy. If Horus won, Horus would destroy humanity, and that would end chaos.
Yeah.
At least that's how the Eldar and the other beings sold it to them.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is like what's this is Rubio.
I really, really, by contrast, enjoy, I think, almost all of the Knights Errant stories.
Yeah,
that is cool. The Knights Errant definitely have me side-eyeing Grey Knights like, Mythos, you don't need a 4th Space Marine army. The Knights Errant are so good.
Yeah, this is just fast paint job. So dry brushing, a little bit of highlight, and finish. One hour.
Oh my.
What?
Really?
Yeah, but it's nothing. It's just metallics.
Oh
wars,
God!
dry
He
brush.
says it's nothing. Yeah, I just went to the
for
toilet,
me-
took a crap, and he
for me-
pulled it.
For me, for me.
And you said this is Rubio?
No,
the
other
last
one
guy,
was-
the-
last guy.
the
was.
last guy was I don't know. It's Rubio something. The
Gotcha.
Ultramarine.
Oh, yeah.
Errant.
Which one is this one?
This is just a standard Iron Father first
Okay.
character. Not even any named character.
You don't even have a name tag. You have no chance.
No, Iron Warriors. There's a lot of armies that don't have characters in First Heresy model wise. So Iron Warriors, Salamanders, Alpha Legion has one. Oh, Knights. This Knight I painted for Warhammer store in Rotterdam.
Oh, nice.
Just I wanted to paint a Knight, and they said, "Oh, I have one." The store manager, give me out paint. I didn't have anything at the moment to paint. So. This is
Really
all.
is.
I think. No, this is with airbrush. I bought some crappy like $10 airbrush.
Really?
Yep.
Like get Grumpy flexing on us.
And
Puts out
yes,
beautiful paint jobs. And he's like,
piece of crab wear brush. He's like,
Yeah.
hey, watch this.
this one I painted with a brush in one hand and a can of air for the computer, and I just sprayed it on. Like, what?
I bet you the airbrush wasn't even working, huh? You didn't even have it cooked up to the compressor, and you did this. Oh. I love the reds, deep reds, like the royal red and the.
You're amazing.
Yeah, my amateurs. Actually, I don't have them anymore. Yeah, they're not mine.
El Sedation says, I see your flex and take it as a challenge. Hell yeah.
Fight!
I keep saying I want to see a grumpy El Sedation showdown.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
That's awesome.
About the possibility of doing it.
I'm telling you, the fabric of space and time would. I don't mind. I die happy.
X Gear, happy freaking Friday, brother.
Hey,
Looking at your
man.
armatures, I realize now I don't know where any of the melta-guns for the tops of my armatures are.
Like, you know, I don't know where Torgaradon's.
Hey, just so you know, 20 minutes I'll need to go to work. Just...
It's all good.
Understood, my man.
Absolutely.
No, just
It's just crazy.
Wow, getting up this early and going to work. We are not worthy, brother.
I almost really do feel.
no, it's okay. I'm used to. I sometimes when we had a lot of work, I was 40 hours awake. So this is like piece of crap. I'm used to working 16, 17 hours sometimes. Especially on sites when I'm on last site when I was in UK, I was working like 2 shifts. The second shift and the night shift.
You have to do second and third. You have to roll into both of them.
Whew.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Because normally I'm the only English speaking supervisor on the sites where my company goes. So when you're working with 50 retarded guys, and I had all the certificates for health and safety. So
Shit.
The night shift wasn't working. It was actually mostly sitting down waiting for the NDT, non-destructive testing, to be finished, and then I can go home. But they needed an English-speaking supervisor.
I like that heat bloom.
I know it. It is good. It is free.
Oh,
This-
this actually is still at my place. I'm painted in like these colors, so I can use it in each army.
Nice. See, that is a much darker heat bloom than we see from a lot of people. What Freak would often describe as a correct heat bloom.
God, shut up.
Ooh, lots of damage on there. Is that Devil Head and that Chaos Star? Are those free-handed?
Yep.
Whew. All right, brother. I know you got to go to work soon. Out of what's left, what do you? Ooh, that Chaos
I
thing.
know.
I love the shading on that and how like it blends in with all the freehand stuff on there. It's already a week later. Jeez, I know it's flown by this week, brother. So out of everything left, Grumpy, if there's one last thing you're like, you guys have to see this. What is it you want to show us the most?
I think you saw the best work I had. So only if you want to see the ones I said, the terrain and the first models I painted.
Ooh.
I sent you on the.
Yeah, let's. Here's his turn.
Ooh, I love that darker take on the Gloomspite terrain. That looks really good. Actually, I think I prefer this to their canonical colors. That looks really good.
Yeah, this is all store bought, but I did send you on Messenger the scratch build one.
Yes. Let me see. Oh yeah. No, I got it.
So much gorgeous stuff. Let's not worry about that guy. Yeah, screw that guy.
Yeah, on the vampires you can find some of my first models also.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah, here you'll find. You can start over there, and that's it. So this is
Oh, cool.
completely scratch build. This is like a vase. The base was the vase and styrofoam for the Tau terrain.
That's cool.
That's the bottom of the vase, plastic one, and just modified a little bit. Added the ramp, and that's it. Just turned it around, upside down.
Oh, that's cool.
This one was. Yeah, this is the
I-
just crop pin pictures.
I like the streaks and the weathering and the kind of overgrown feel to it. Definitely gives it some life.
Yeah, I think in the end somebody stole it.
What?
Aw.
Well, yeah. I never found it. This was like a part of a table.
Ooh,
No,
is
so
that like a
completely-
fallen titan?
Yeah, there's a lot of.
Oh, that's cool.
That's paper. So it's not cardstock Titan. So.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying, like, is that what the terrain piece is? A fallen
Yeah.
titan. That's cool. Oh man, those are some vintage Space Marines in the background.
Yeah. This is all styrofoam and a little bit of cardstock.
I like that kind of like busted up mosaic look. Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah.
And this is his early work, Freak. We'll never catch up.
No, I already gave up. Yeah.
No, I really enjoyed. I think on one tournament I made in 2 months about 150 terrain.
Wow. How did you not burn out from that? How are you still doing hobby right now?
Yeah, actually, at some point, because of the club, I almost lost all interest in the hobby. I wanted to sell everything. But because I left, I actually stayed in the hobby. This is my first commission.
Those are cool.
The Demon Prince is my first conversion, and actually this whole army was converted. So everything the client gave me like shitload of bits and said do whatever you want.
That's awesome.
This is the one that really impresses me. Basically, this, right?
Yeah, the wings are completely
Wings.
green.
Holy crap. But you can to me, you could very clearly see the souls of the damned in those wings.
Yeah, that was the idea for when I make it. Even the X.
That's amazing.
The X was plastic card, I think, and I added some about 20 Catachan corpses underneath his feet.
Built the axe?
Yep.
Holy crap. I like the idea of seeing all the souls in those wings because, as Castiel says, one human soul is worth 100 of your nuclear power plants. Zane Grumpy says hi. and he needs to get around to his Wreck Titan project. I don't know what to do for it. Any thoughts on cool ideas for a desert theme? Oh man, a Titan in a desert. Well, Grumpy would be the guy to ask because clearly he's got some experience making some well-weathered terrain.
Man, honestly, I'm gonna keep this on. I'm not gonna erase or delete the pages because I want to come back to this.
Oh,
So much. I want
I'm
crazy.
Yeah, these are the custodes. So
Yeah,
for the
Let me go
custodes,
back. Yeah.
you can go. You can see the red that I told you how it's done. So that's the technique that I use. If you go a little bit further, you can see, I think, the guards, the ones with the axes.
Okay.
It's much easier, much better than these ones.
Talking about these guys here.
Yeah, more on foot.
That one.
Down.
Further down.
Yeah, further down. It's I don't know what's their name.
This one.
Oh, the wardens.
The wardens, yeah.
There we
That
go.
one.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
just find one of them where the cloak is more visible. So
Oh yeah, that's right. Because we were talking about painting the
Right.
red
They go.
cloaks earlier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one on the far right. It's got a good visibility of his battle skirt.
yeah, that one.
Yeah, you can see some nice kind of almost purpley colors in the recess. You can see it highlighted on all the folds. Looks good.
So that's simple. Also, it's when fist on highlight red does that, then wash and then re-highlight with, and then throw Slayer orange if you want. But throw Slayer orange just on some parts, not all.
Okay. Well, brilliant work, my brother.
The gold was done. I think it was like liquid gold from Vallejo.
Okay. Yep.
That's good stuff.
Yep.
Dry brush
very
silver.
thin.
Dry brush silver. Oil wash over that. Clean it, and that's it.
Nice.
Nothing spectacular. No brush strokes. No, just dry brushing. Oil wash. Clean it with white spirit, and you're done.
That's awesome.
You can always come back when you do the varnishing. You can always come back and re-highlight if you really. Because all my models, even the lower painted ones that in my collections, I always get them to a point where if I ever want to continue, I just pick up the model and just add the highlights that I want.
Very nice.
I think I saw. I did send you the Necromunda Orlok gangs, but
Yes.
we
the
ran out
Necromunda-
of time already.
Yeah. It's gone just like that.
Well,
it's
if you want, I can come back next week.
Really?
Hey,
You
we
would
are
do
always
that?
down to clown.
I don't sleep at all. I'll
Man,
I'll work.
think
I
about
work-
it. I would love to have you. I'm serious. But I'm
Oh, yeah.
respectful of your time. But I would
No,
love. I
it's
would
okay.
love to have you back, man. I'm serious. There's so much more I want to go. Man, look. Yeah. All clowning aside, you're an amazing painter, man. Like my friend when it comes to that, and I
look,
appreciate you.
When it
Sharing
comes
your.
to painting, it's just time and practice. And like I told everybody, always say, if you have any questions that you don't want to wait for me or anything, just send me a text or message me. We can do a Zoom meeting if you want. It's no problem explaining stuff.
Thank you,
When
man.
you call, I'll just turn off my laptop.
Man, it's been such a cool night. We've taken a look at a boatload of brilliant art tonight.
Only scratch the surface. That's crazy
Scratching
fun.
the surface. We got to talk about Horus gangbanging the universe. Man, it's been the absolute blast tonight. Grumpy, my man, any closing thoughts for you tonight, or any thoughts from tonight as far as something you enjoyed from tonight, or what you thought about these two ridiculous guys on the interwebs?
Well, I don't want to say anything. I'll tell you in private. On our OnlyFans site.
Why, hello there.
No, it's excellent. It's excellent hanging out with you. I wanted to do this for a while, but I was always worried that the internet will not hold. Like you saw, it's always breaking. That's the main problem here. Although I have the best, I upgraded my internet recently.
It wasn't so bad. I mean, we've had actually worse, and we actually paid for much more. So no, yours was actually fine.
Yeah.
But
Dan,
no.
So again, no problems. If you need any tutorials or explanations, least of my trouble to do it. Sometimes I do it fast, sometimes I do it slower, but at the end I will do it. If you want, I can do also the red cloak tutorial, so you can actually see it.
That would be
different.
That would be
explaining something and showing it is completely
different things. Yeah, right.
I mean,
I'll try to do the rubble one. Definitely. I just need to. I think this weekend I might find time to do that. The cloak, the red. I just need to find something where I can show it for you. Probably also this. When I start it, then it's already. What the fuck are you doing?
Hi, Puppo.
Puppy.
One thing I love about your tutorials is that they're, and I mean this in the least offensive way possible, but they're always simple enough that even a chump like me can follow along. Like you taught me how to do the tribal markings for my white scars, how to do the checkerboard for my my orcs and stuff like that. And so I really enjoy. I feel like your tutorials have helped me along in my painting, and I think the one for the cloaks and the rubble will definitely be great additions to that.
Yeah, I always try to do tutorials that I would watch. That when all the tutorials out there are great, but when somebody starts explaining me color balances and everything, it's like, yes, it's good, but I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, for me, like some things, some things for some people kind of go over my head, but just because
You're very technical.
I'm not the brightest guy, but so when some things go over my head, I'm like when things are simplified down to where I can understand them.
And also one tutorial, the channel is dead, just but check out Buy Painted.
I love that guy.
That's
my
hero.
That's my guy. That's my freaking guy. That's where I learned to do my airbrushing from him.
Yeah, he's excellent.
Oh
and
my!
simple.
Yes.
I don't know why in the end he
stopped. Yeah, I don't either. Oh man, he was the first one, Grumpy, the very first one that I started learning from. Oh man, that was my guy. And Mitha's like, I can't watch him without falling asleep. I said, what do you mean? He's awesome.
Because his voice is so relaxing, and he puts
the
on
music,
that like
yes.
the massage parlor music.
Grumpy, I love that guy. I'm telling you, he's the reason why I started airbrushing. The guy is just phenomenal.
But his explanations are simple.
Yes.
His explanations are
not
very
saying this color has to match this color because it's completely gay.
I learned to paint my Imperial Fists from him. That guy right there. I painted, man.
Sweet Puppo.
Good for you.
Freak, any closing thoughts from you, my brother?
Man, I have an absolute blast and absolute honor to have this crazy guy with this crazy dog. And, I mean, I can't wait to go at it again with you next week if you're up to it, man. I am so down. I'll be on call. No, not next week. Yeah, next week I'll be on call, but it's okay. We'll have good conversations. If I have to take a call, I'll just take it right here. So I'm worried about it. But man, I'm really looking forward to it, and I appreciate you taking the time to come and hang out with us and share it with the chat. I mean, you are indeed one of the highest echelons that we have here.
Oh yeah.
Besides Elston.
So I'd say like my people, I would love to be able to paint like. There's a pantheon of people I would love to be able to grow up
Elston,
like.
And
Grumpy, Elston, Sam Lenz, Kenny Boucher.
Don't put me on that pedestal. Not that.
Too late.
No, I already. We saw your work. You already showed us, and we got more to show. So yeah, I mean, the chat will tell you straight up. This is you do great work, man. Thank you for that freaking.
No problem. And for next week, message me.
Okay, we'll do. Absolutely.
I'm working in the morning, so
Okay.
next week, because each Thursday I have the adoption thing, so I have to take a day off, so I have to work anyway Saturday. So
Okay.
Understandable.
probably when I come home, it will be like
The same thing I say about all of our friends across the pond who come on our show. Like, we hate to wake you up in the morning, but we always love you.
We're honored at you.
no, it's not, to be honest, it's not a big problem. The main issue for not when I come back from home is just not to lay down, continue walking around. Then it's not.
Oh,
Nah, if I always wake up earlier anyway for the work. For instance, when I go to work, I wake up at 5. So 1 hour earlier or 2, it's nothing. So.
Congrats again on getting over 800 tonight.
yeah, you got it. Yeah.
801 tonight.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Who's subscribed? You bastard.
One person was Superfly. And there's the link again if anybody else wants to subscribe.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
801.
And
Hey, also, just I'll put the link today. I'll probably upload the first part of Warhammer World.
Oh, yes.
Awesome.
When we get together next week, if you can, we can share some pics and talk to you. We didn't even get a chance to talk about that.
Yeah, there's too much.
Damn it.
Next week we need to make a plan what we're actually going to talk.
Fair enough.
Well, Freak and I try this once in a while, but our plans always go off.
Always
the rails.
derail.
Yeah, I always plan to do something, but never do it.
I always make a list of about 8 to 10 things I want to tackle during the show. Inevitably, we make it through 6. But I always would rather have more content than not enough, because then we're sitting here going, so. Big thanks.
We'll talk about next week, definitely. I mean,
absolutely.
Depends if my wife, I think she will stab me after this one. But if you don't hear from me, consider me dead.
we don't want to endanger our brother.
No, that's over. That train left a long time ago.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us, my brother. Big thanks to everyone who joined us in the chat tonight. Oh, it's honestly our pleasure.
To put up with this face. I wake up in the morning, going to the toilet, the bathroom, and what the fuck? Imagine my wife waking up beside me. Whoa! I married that.
Oh man!
No, it was great. Had fun. Had fun. Actually, passed too fast.
Oh yeah, you should definitely get going. If you guys like tonight's episode, make sure that you grab up an ox and smash that like button in the name of the Emperor. Drop us some comments.
Thanks, man.
Bye. Take care, brother. Drop us some comments down below if you guys are watching from the archives. Feel free to jump in on any of these ridiculous conversations. And if you guys are not yet subscribed to the channel, then I know that this guy.
Hi.
And I know that our guest Grumpy would love to have you as part of the pack over on his channel in the chat right
Somewhere
now.
in there, yes.
Yeah. And all of our brothers down in the network below, we'd love to have you as part of the pack here on the Frosted Fist. Till next time, guys, stay frosty.